Hey guys, it is April 17th and just preparing the garden here. It is this little cub cadet here. It's a beast, man. It tore this ground up pretty good. I didn't get a chance to rototill it in the fall, so I had to start now because here I did 3/4 of the garden. Here's what it is now. It's so you got to break up this grass and everything, so it's a little tough. These divots here is where I had my potatoes, and actually this row right here still has a row of potatoes in it. I dug up a little bit a few months ago when we had some nice weather, but it was mush. But I had to come in here and mow because it was pretty tall, and then I'm gonna have to do some fence repair and hopefully in a couple of years get a really nice fence. But this just keeps the rabbits and the woodchucks out, like right there. And over here is where I stack my tomato cages. I'm not gonna have as many tomatoes as I did last year. I still got a lot canned, and man, I had so many tomatoes, it was ridiculous. I couldn't even give bushels away. I had so many. And you know, like right here, here's a spot I gotta repair. But you can see over here, I just got that little bit to do, and then I'll switch the tines. I'll switch the tines going forward, and I'll pass back and forth like this, and then I'll probably in a couple weeks pass back and forth just to break it up again before planting season gets here. But here's an old spaghetti squash. There's an old spaghetti squash from last year. I think there was a pumpkin out here, but maybe the deer might have got it. But man, as you can see, my apple trees look like they're starting to bloom. Everything's getting leaves on it now, and it's gonna be about 70 degrees today. I gotta mow. That's another chore on my list for today. So let's go over to the pepper station, and I'll let you guys know what I'm doing this year with that. So here's where I grew my peppers last year. Table's holding up good. I'm gonna add a couple other tables, but I found a lot of these old pots and everything just in the wood line out there, along with a bunch of other tomato cages from when the previous owner had a garden. And this year I'm gonna keep my hot peppers out of the garden. The reason is I found that when the rest of the garden wanted water, the peppers really didn't need it. And it was kind of hard to water the garden with sprinklers and not, water the peppers. So here I'm gonna probably have a couple ghost chilies and then jalapenos and maybe a couple other hot pepper plants, and I'll just grow them out of the pots here. That way I can monitor the water. Last year I had this container that I gathered water, and I watered a lot of the peppers and the house plants and shrubs that we planted just out of this, just scooped water out of this. But this year my project, let's see, I got a downspout there, and I got another downspout right there. So what I have here is these two 55-gallon drums, and they're real thick. I think they were pickling barrels or something. But the front of them, these rings come off. They're kind of like cans, but I take these cans off and then put some screen on there, and then put the ring on there, and set these on some level ground underneath the spout, and then I'm going to put a couple taps in here, and this will be for watering the plants outside. And then when I get my plants started, I might use that with like a watering bucket and everything for a while until they start getting bigger. What? That old Cub Cadet, well, not old, but this Cub Cadet, man, it really busts up the ground. It gets everything. I got it set pretty deep though, so I'm really working at it, getting it deep. And so there she is, man. She's broke apart. Garden season is coming, guys. It's coming. So I think now I'll see you got here. I got it in a reverse tine, and then cultivate, tilling soft soil. It goes forward, and hopefully that will just kind of maybe pull some of these weeds up to the top to dry, get it all ground all broke apart more, and we'll be ready. I think cleaning it out was harder than tilling, but yeah, I did a real good job. Everything's nice and chopped up. All the weeds are rooted up. Hopefully they'll dry out. I'll be doing it one more time before planting season, just to go up and down and bust it up. And then our planting season, probably everyone usually starts putting in their garden close to Memorial Day weekend. So, all right, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Take care. I got the yard mowed also, and man, I could smell the fresh grass, and I can smell the dirt over from the house, and it just fucking awesome. But I wanted to say, can't end this video without one of these. Long day, hard working in the garden and the yard. Love me a bush.